I put out a post today regarding Linda McMahon. Yeah, that Linda McMahon, Vince McMahon's wife. And we'll call that a spouse.
Her Secretary of Education.
Secretary, yeah. The wife of the head of the World Wrestling Entertainment is the head of education. This might even be well, I don't. Here's the only thing. I can think of one positive thing. What? To say about Linda McMahon. She's not Betsy DeVos.
Okay. Well, it's a valid point. Again, we have a very low bar here.
Very low bar. However, this is what this lady had to say regarding restarting student debt payments on May 5th, next Monday.
Please.
Well, thank you, David, and you and Lisa both for having me on this afternoon. Well, the plan is very simple. We have announced that beginning May 5th, you must start to repay your loan. And this is not to in any way try to cause harm.
What are you going to do with that money? Do you need it? Do you guys need that money? Is that going to help fund the shit that we want? So if we pay that, then can we have health care?
I also have to say, when you do too much Botox in the face, it makes it very difficult to move and express yourself. So she's having a little bit of trouble. Just saying. Okay.
She's in one of those things where it's the centrifugal force.
Cruel rich people, you can make fun of their looks.
Hardships. There are several different payment plans that you can access. If you go to studentaid.gov, there are several plans there that can help you. We also are keeping hours open longer at the service centers and also having them open on the weekend to answer any questions. And there will also be AI help with Aiden, who can answer many questions for you relative to your loan. So we're trying to, to make it easily accessible for responsible folks to pay back their loans, but they need to get on it because there isn't going to be any loan forgiveness program.
No.
As you know, the White House press secretary said this afternoon, there's no such thing as loan forgiveness. It just gets transferred to someone else.
No,
and that's
it
just
doesn't.
Not fair.
Yeah, it's robbing Peter to pay Paul.
Go fuck yourself, all of you. So I saw that, what was it, 1.6 trillion of debt is what they're saying is getting,
yes.
As if they're sitting there and waiting for that to be able to do things, right? Like they need that money. No, they don't need that money. They're ridiculous friends with Fannie and Freddie and all those people that make money off of those loans. Those are the people that get the money. The actual money that you're paying back is not needed. That money nobody needs that loan money back. So it's really, this woman is just sitting there like foaming at the mouth on behalf of her friggin' corporate rich oligarch friends to be winning and winning and winning and winning more and more and more money. That's it.
I tell you, I can't help it, but I took a look at her and I feel like I'm stuck with Botox in my face.
I look at her and I want her to learn about Mangione monetary theory.
That is all I think about. No free lunch. I have to invoke one of our favorite guests on the podcast, Mr. Jesse the Body Ventura. Remember, when he was in the WWE, he fought really hard with his fellow wrestlers to try to get a union started, and Hulk Hogan turned him in to Vince and Linda McMahon so that way they couldn't have a union.
Speaking of Jesse, by the way, he must be livid at what's going on the college campuses. He's very, very First Amendment oriented. So that's the kind of stuff that people like him would put their life on the line for. So they take it seriously. David Hunter, that is where we're leaning. That is the next segment. We are going to be transitioning from generational change to revolutionary change.
And keep in mind, the other thing, and the reason I bring this up about Linda McMahon and as it relates to Vince McMahon, I mean, talk about Vince and Linda McMahon. They are Bill and Hillary Clinton.
Totally.
That is a marriage of convenience if there ever was.
I actually think that as brilliant of a businessman as Vince McMahon has always been, and he has.
He is.
No argument that he is one of, if not the reason that it's not as fun as it was anymore. And that it's sort of like he did to wrestling what I feel like happened when In football, every player just leaves every team every year. Like when they started having the contracts, the free agent shit.
Yes.
What he did to wrestling is made it as unfun as what that did. Like, it's not good. It's too commercial. It's too commercial. It crossed over, sort of like her plastic surgery. Sometimes a little bit of something is good, and then you cross over, right? You cross over. Sometimes I even cross over with weed. It happens. Do a little too much. I've even said to my husband, I'll even say, I'm like, oh, I've crossed over. It happens. We all do it.
Keep in mind that if we had tuition-free public college and trade schools, and I'll take it a step further, if you want to go into the realm of, do we want to have tuition-free public college specifically for areas of study that are necessary? For example, do we need more electrical engineers? Yes. Do we need more doctors? Yes. Do we need more nurses?
Well, one of the reasons you're not getting more doctors? Because they can't afford to go to medical school and then get jobs that are completely getting run by managed care. And by the way, people think doctors make a lot of money. Some doctors make a shit ton of money. There is no doubt about it. If you were smart enough to go into Derma Holiday or high-end plastics and you're doing something that's outside of the realm of managed care, good, happy for you, you're cash cow, enjoy your life. I have no judgment about it. But most doctors, especially primary care doctors, pediatricians, family practice doctors, they're not making big money, and they're sitting there fighting with managed care over every dime they can make. And that is why doctors quadruple book their schedules, is to compensate for the cut that's being taken out by the managed care and the amount of people they have to pay on their staff to deal with the managed care.
And once again, the reason why we advocate for single-payer healthcare, because single-payer healthcare is still free market healthcare without the for-profit middlemen. And so anyone who wants to pretend that it's anything but that are just people who have been completely warped and they're indoctrinated. And they believe shit on the austerity right of politics, just as there are neoliberal idiots who believe the shit that comes out of the Democratic Party's mouth. It's the same thing.
Do we really have to hear AOC? I really don't. I don't care that if you think she's running. Does anybody give a shit?
We are going to. Yes, this is my call. Just like it was your call to have a mirror. Right. I'm making this call.
What was my call? When do I have a call?
You wanted a mirror on the podcast. That was your decision.
I'm always throwing out guests that are pertinent to what we're talking about.
Thank you,
I'm sick of giving her floor time. I feel like I want to give her the hook.
And one more thing that I will also mention, very important, is that do you know what the cost of tuition-free public college and trade schools would be in the United States if we actually had it implemented into this country?
A hell of a lot cheaper than $1.6 trillion.
About $60 billion. Do you know what that is to $1.6 trillion? 3%.
Right.
3%.
But that's 97% that isn't going to the rich fucks. So they can't have that. And therein lies the rub. The reason they don't want to get rid of student loan debt is because the banks make a killing off of it. That's the reason. Everyone's like, it's the government this, the government that. You are so far behind at this point. The government is what big business controls. Tammy, we agree. I think you're mistaking when we say single payer for universal health care. No. Single payer means the government is the payer. It is government. It's not government. It doesn't need to be run by the government. It needs to be funded by the government. But we're not skirting it. When we say single payer, I just don't like Medicare for all because it's a brand. I just rather single payer means one funder. It's the government. Everybody gets healthcare. We've said it a million times. But yes,
let's stop skirting the issue. That's what I say. Yalabai, thank you for the $9.99.
Yes.
17 Arabs, Palestine, Lebanon, Syria, Jordan, and the real Semitic people, along with the Jews and Christians from that region. And they are not ethnically Arab, just speak Arabic, unlike Gulf nations. Thank you for that information. Very important. S. Kolachuk, thank you so much for the 20 Canadian A.
Canuckies. Oh, thank you, because I know that they are not liking us, and nor should they.
Canuckies have a big election tonight. Keep us posted on that. I saw one of our friends, Mave, had posted about
Maeve.
Yeah, I'm going to keep doing that.
I don't know why.
Maeve let us know that wants Pierre to win. The revolution will not be televised because it will take place inside your mind.
Oh, the revolution's in my mind.